What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Crash Blade Gaming, and I have come up with another Ting Lu deck here. That is a deck that we've been waiting to see because Ting Lu's been banned, and I'm guessing I'm just going to show all the decks that I had with all these banned cards now because they've just been sitting there for the longest time. But there are plenty of Ting Lu decks running around. I think this one is pretty okay. However, you know, there is one major problem with Ting Lu. It is the fact is if you don't get set up in your first turn, it's just really hard. Or your second turn, it's just really hard because you need to get those energies in the discard. That's why I chose to play Radiant Greninja instead of Radiant Alakazam. I just think it helps with the consistency more. But anyways, enough about that. I can talk all the stuff about that later. Let's go and get to the Pokemon question of the day. So, last video's question is, which fire-type Pokemon has the highest special attack stat? And if you were like Prejudice, you went ahead and guessed Charizard, but not just Charizard, it is Mega Charizard-wise. Otherwise, Charizard does not have the highest special attack, but since you guessed Charizard, I will go ahead and give you the point for that one. I am a generous content creator, so why not? Anyways, congratulations to you. You get 1 point, and I believe that puts you with a few others. I forgot to make a note on when the point reset was, but I have it in the comments anyway. I mean, in the description. So anyways, everybody will have their correct points when I get to it. But anyways, congratulations to you. Let's get into this video's question, which is, these legendary Pokemon have some Chinese inspiration, and each of them is a dark type. At least a dark type. They could be something else as well. Who are these Pokemon? And you can name all four, or you can name the group that they are. Go ahead and leave your answer in the comment section down below to earn yourself a point. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you enjoy the content. We're on the road to 500, and I would greatly appreciate it. But good luck to all of the contestants. You are on the road to win yourself the first place prize. Don't forget about that. You need 3 points before anybody else. And as long as you answer the question correctly, you earn yourself a point. So the race could be tight. Anyways, let's get into the deck list. We finally get to take a look at Ting Lu EX, a basic fighting type Pokemon with 240 HP, which is huge. But the main thing here is it has the Cursed Land ability. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, you take away all abilities from all of your opponent's Pokemon except for other Pokemon EX. So like PAL still has an ability, but Excalibur would not. So that's good. The attack here is 3 fighting energy, which is insane. Land Scoop does 150 damage, and you get to put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, which is nice because that kind of goes with its ability. But let's take a look at the rest of the deck here, see what the supporting cast are. We have a Radiant Greninja with the Conceal Cards ability, allowing us to get some energies into the discard because we are playing a Pokemon that helps us accelerate some energy that way, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Spiritomb here has the ability Fettered in Misfortune. We can shut off basic Pokemon V, so it basically prevents our opponent from playing down Luminions, and Genesect Vs really helps against the Mew matchup. Suicune V, any basic Pokemon V that we have, Spiritomb will shut them down, which is awesome. Don't have to rely on Ting Lu. And then, of course, we have Hawlucha here with the Flying Entry ability. When we play this Pokemon from our hand onto our bench, we can choose 2 of our opponent's Pokemon and put a damage counter on each of those, which also synergizes with Ting Lu's ability. So, Hawlucha is really good. We're only playing 1 copy of Hawlucha, though. I saw that playing 2 just doesn't feel good enough. I think it makes the deck a little bit more clunky. Anyways, we are playing 2 copies of Koraidon EX, a 230 HP fighting Pokemon with the ability Dino Cry. Once during our turn, we can attach it to 2 basic fighting energy that are in our discard pile to our basic fighting Pokemon in any way we like, but it also ends our turn. So this is why some of the scores are the way they are, because this isn't always a guaranteed thing. And we also have the Wild Impact attack, 220 damage for 3 energies as well, and then we can't attack. So the goal is to get energies into the discard your first couple turns and then put them on Ting Lu as fast as possible. That's why we're playing Radiant Greninja, so that we can discard those energies. We already talked about Ting Lu. We also have a Squawkabilly EX, who is starting to see a lot more play here with the 160 HP colorless basic EX Pokemon, but we're playing it for the ability, the Squawk and Seize ability. Once during our first turn, we can discard our hand and draw 6 cards. So really good for helping us also get some energies in the discard in the first turn. And actually, Motivate isn't that bad of an attack either, especially if you're going up against the mirror match and you're slow to start up your Ting Lu's. Motivate for 1 energy does 20 damage, and we can attach up to 2 basic energies from our discard pile to our bench Pokemon. It helps you energize your Ting Lu's on the bench if you're doing a mirror match. I think that's the only way you'll use Squawkabilly unless like a special case happens. But anyways, we're playing 2 copies of Escape Rope. A lot of our Pokemon have heavy retreat, so we have a lot of retreat options here. 4 copies of Gutsy Pickaxe. This allows us to reveal the top card of our deck. If it's a fighting energy, we can attach it to one of our bench Pokemon. If it's not, we can put it into our hand. So it's basically a draw card or accelerate energy, which helps this deck out a lot. 4 Nest Balls to search for our basics. We have 3 copies of Switch Cart. Switch Cart's really good. All of our Pokemon are basics, and we get to heal 30 damage. So usually I don't like to use Switch Cart unless I'm healing some damage off, which is good. 4 copies of Trekking Shoes so we can burn through our deck and find those cards we need. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, of course, helping us discard energies and find the Pokemon we want. 3 copies of Gapejaw Bog. Synergizes well with Ting Lu, but just know, I think you should drop this down maybe to 2. Nest Ball does bypass this, so does Battle VIP Pass, and a ton of decks are playing both of those. So Gapejaw Bog actually doesn't do as much as you want it to, but it still can. So that's why I say you can play 2 instead of 3. We were playing 1 copy of Lake Acuity here just to help with some bulkiness, just in case we're going up against decks that hit really hard. Maybe we can take 20 less damage from them and survive with another tool that we're playing as well. 2 copies of Boss's Orders. 4 copies of Iono. We want to disrupt them as much as possible. A lot of people are playing, you know, the Squilvet Barrel Engine. Well, if you shut off those abilities, Iono hurts them really well. 1 copy of Penny. This is to help pick up the Squawkabilly, or to help pick up the Hawlucha if you need to use Hawlucha again, or just pick up a Ting Lu or Koraidon that you don't need anymore, or is heavily damaged and is going to get knocked out and you have something else to attack with. Penny provides that versatility, so that's why Penny is in here. We got 4 copies of Research and 2 copies of Bravery Charm. This allows our Ting Lus and Koraidons to get up to 280, 290 HP, plus Lake Acuity puts them at 300, which is really good, which really helps sometimes. So that's why that combo's in here as well. And then, of course, we have 12 basic fighting energies. You may even want to put 13, get rid of that stadium, put in a 13th basic fighting energy, because it's really, really, really important to get those energies in the discard on those first couple turns. So the more energy you play, the more likely you're able to do that. So I would maybe change the count to 13. Just depends. I don't know. You build the deck. This is just basically a template I have for you. But anyways, let's go over some of the pros here. Obviously, we block abilities. This deck is also very, very easy to pilot. You just need Ting Lu in the active. You've plenty of ways to do it. Not so many hard decisions to do. And usually a lot of control decks are a lot harder to play. But I think this one's a lot simpler to play. And quitters. People don't like playing against Ting Lu. You get a lot of concessions. You get a lot of easy wins. So, hey, if you want to grind the ladder for a little bit and you just want some easy wins, sit back, play some Ting Lu. Promise you it'll work. Anyways, some of the scores here are actually pretty low. The speed is a 5. The power is a 5. So we're only hitting 150 damage. So we're going to be two-shotting everything. That's why power is a 5. We can't really bump up our damage output that much. However, you can consider Koraidon as an attacker, and that can one-shot a lot of things. However, you're not going to be using Koraidon as an attacker that much. But you might. So maybe the power could be a 6. I don't know. I chose 5 because I'm using Ting Lu most of the time. The speed is also a 5 because, like, after your first couple turns, you're going slow. And if you also don't get a Ting Lu powered up in your first couple turns, you're going to be going slow. That's why also the consistency is at a 6. It's not that high, but it's not that low. It is a little bit above the medium grade because you are able to get this combo going most of the time. And the draw also is at a 6. You notice we only have Ionos and Research to draw. We also have Squawkabilly and Greninja. You're not going to be using Squawkabilly after your first turn. Researches and Ionos, sometimes you may not want to play them, but like they don't always draw you into the things you need. So sometimes you can get stuck. Anyways, this deck is also an 8. I have some fun with the deck, but a lot of people get salty when you play Ting Lu and they waste your time. You'll see it in the video. I'm going to edit down that match a lot. But anyways, the total score here is a 30. But of course, with every deck, there are some cons. The cons are no energy. If you don't get energy your first turn, I've been saying this all video, you're just kind of going slow and it's really tough to move on from there. Boss's Orders is a pain for this deck. They can boss up your Koraidons, your Hawluchas, and get around your Ting Lus, your Squawkabilly, so keep that in mind. Path to the Peak is also shut off your Ting Lus. So if your opponent's playing cards that don't really care about Path to the Peak, like the Barrel, Squilvet, they're playing something like that, they can just shut off Ting Lu anyways, and then you're kind of screwed. So that's why we're also playing a heavy counter stadium, so we can avoid Path to the Peak. But those are the cons of the deck. The deck will be in the description down below. While you're there, if you're new, subscribe. If you like the stuff, like the channel, and let's just get into the matches. Radiant Serena, okay. Definitely need to shut off that thing's ability. Let's see what we get off of Trekking Shoes. I don't want a Gutsy Pickaxe. It doesn't really help us yet. A Research, ugh. This is not a good turn 1 for Ting Lu. We attach Energy, Bravery Charm, and pass. Thankfully, though, we have Iono, so maybe we can Iono into Hawlucha and slow down whatever deck our opponent is playing so that we can get a Koraidon going and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, usually you want to see like Ultra Balls and Nest Balls in your opening hand, maybe some Battle VIP passes for Ting Lu, but a handful of switching and supporters is not the greatest. And this is one of the flaws I have with my Ting Lu deck, is it just doesn't... Is this a Lugia deck? Capturing Aroma, Radiant Serenus tells me Lugia it is. Okay. This is good. If we can get damage on this Lugia, they will never be able to use their V-Star ability as long as Ting Lu stays in the active, and they just Iono. Okay. I could research here. It does put an energy in the discard for me, but I don't think I want to research. I have a lot of good stuff. So I think we're just going to Iono and hope we find a way to get Hawlucha and ping that. Ooh, we just draw into it. Okay. Another Ting Lu. Do I want to waste the Hawlucha now? I think I do. Well, no, because Radiant Serena can just heal it anyways. It's almost no point. We'll do it next turn. We'll do it next turn, and they might be able to get their V-Star power off, unfortunately. But because they have Radiant Serena in play, it is really difficult to keep the damage on. But next turn we should be able to with this research. We are going to research next turn. I don't mind losing this hand. They get rid of a single strike energy and a research of their own for Lugia V-Star. Though there are no Archeops in the discard. And actually, even if they get Archeops into play, we should also be able to shut those off too. So this is actually a really good matchup now that I think about it. Maybe our hand will stay the same. Mesagoza, does that help us? I mean, it does let me get Pokemon out, I suppose. I can research away something. Well, I might want to get out Spiritomb so they don't get access to Lumineon. They have their own research. They get rid of a Judge. Okay, I'm glad they didn't play Judge. See what our opponent has off of these 7 cards. Did they get any Archeops discards? They're already down 1 Ultra Ball, maybe 2? 1? They are already down 1 Ultra Ball, 1 Capturing Aroma. So if they don't get anything down this turn, Tyranitar is not weak to fighting and is weak to grass, and that's all they do. Okay. The basic energy is perfect. So we can attach. We can Mesagoza, see if we can get a Pokemon like Spiritomb down. No, we don't. That's fine. But we do get a Hawlucha going. And we can ping everybody on the bench there. Don't need Koraidon, so we're just going to research this hand away. Radiant Greninja seems okay. Nest Ball to get the card that's not there. It is prized. Don't necessarily need to play Radiant Greninja yet. So we can just Land Scoop, take a KO on Radiant Serena so they cannot heal anymore. And just do 20 damage to, I guess, the Tyranitar. Doesn't really matter. Let's go prize number 3. Gapejaw Bog is good. We can replace their Mesagoza. We have energy for the Ting Lu on the bench. We have Switch Cart as well. Just need Hawlucha to get out of here so that they can't stick that in the active and get their abilities back. They do pick up a Lumineon. That can get them a Professor Burnett, but their Lugia cannot use its V-Star ability. There's Professor Burnett. Okay. Professor Burnett does get them 2 Archeops in the discard. However, there's no way that they can, unless they have a cross switcher, there's no way they can get this Ting Lu out the active to where it's going to be a problem for us. And we can also just put 20 damage on the Lumineon so that we can boss it later to KO it, which seems like a good idea to me. I think our prize mappings, well, we did knock out a single prizer. Hopefully they play their Archeops so we can KO them, but they are resistant to fighting, unfortunately. Our opponent is now figuring out that they cannot... Oh, that Collapsating would have been good if I had other things on the bench. That's fine. The opponent's figuring out that they cannot play their Archeops because of Ting Lu, so they need a way to switch my Pokemon out. Probably a boss's orders for the Hawlucha, and we get a concession. I don't think Lugia stands a chance against Ting Lu, though, so we'll take it. Ooh. I think this might be that Urshifu deck that we've seen. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball for... Do I have a Koraidon in my hand? I don't. Let's Nest Ball for Koraidon. And possibly Greninja or Squawkabilly. Did I see Squawkabilly in there? I didn't, so yeah, definitely Greninja. And then we can go ahead and Trekking Shoes. Yeah, we'll take that. Conceal cards away the basic energy. Another Nest Ball, that gets me another Ting Lu, which is perfect. Don't think we need to play Spiritomb, but maybe. I don't believe they play stuff that matters. Let's go ahead and Gutsy Pickaxe. We get another Ting Lu. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. We only got one energy in the discard, and we didn't even get an energy attachment per turn. So, that kind of sucks. We'll attach to the bench Ting Lu here. Pass the turn. Hopefully they played on enough basic Pokemon so that Hawlucha... There's about a VIP pass, okay. So that Hawlucha actually has some worth. We're going to want to target the Remoraid. And... I guess also the Inteleons too, because they have an ability. I'm not going to be able to hit the active Inteleon, but we still have another turn to go. This front Ting Lu could be a little bit of a liability. We get an Iono. There goes my Hawlucha, though. 3 supporters as well. I'm not going to like this hand that we get off Iono, probably. Okay, not too bad. If they don't put more basic Pokemon down, we're good. Are they going to use our V-Star power now? Rapid Strike Urshifu, that's fine. We don't play Manaphy, though. But as long as we can get damage on Remoraid, I think we should be okay. Double Trekking Shoes. Let's go ahead and play the Trekking Shoes. Don't need an Iono, we have one in hand. Another Energy's not good. Trekking Shoes. I guess we'll take that and Gutsy Pickaxe. Another Ting Lu. Okay, we can conceal cards. Ultra Ball's good. Let's throw down Ting Lu. Let's get rid of Iono Energy. Grab Hawlucha. Throw down the Hawlucha, of course. Yes, we will do Flying Entry because we're going to hit that and hit this. Throw down the Gapejaw Bog. Play the Gutsy Pickaxe. We do hit an energy, so we might even be able to attack this turn. Depending on what I get off of this research. We get a switching card, which is good. So we will do that. That seems great. And our opponent concedes because we shut off all abilities. This is what Ting Lu does. Hopefully I can get a full match, but I don't know. We'll see. Suicune V, you say? Okay, let's go ahead and Trekking Shoes. I mean, we are going to put a Koraidon down. So I guess so. Let's throw down Koraidon. Gutsy Pickaxe here. We did an energy. Another one. A research. We're going to lose that, so I think Gapejaw Bog is good to play, and then we Squawk. Oh, actually, I could have... Oh, no. I should have Squawkabilly first and then played that, because I forgot that Squawkabilly is an activated ability. You don't need to play him down and then do it. So that's my bad, okay. We can Nest Ball for a Ting Lu EX. And then we don't have any energy, so we can... Conceal cards first, get rid of that one basic energy. Maybe we can draw into another. We don't. It's no sense in Ultra Balling then. No sense in playing down another Ting Lu just yet. So we will just Dino Cry and attach to the bench. Pass the turn. Okay. I guess maybe there's an argument for getting down Spiritomb to shut off Suicune V. This is true. Could have done that. And I guess I could have also switched into Ting Lu. Maybe I should have switched into Ting Lu. Don't know why I didn't. This is okay. Battle VIP Pass goes through Gapejaw Bog, unfortunately. But also saving Ultra Ball does open up the Hawlucha path. Because this could be a Shan PAL deck, and if it is, we can ping, what's it called? The Frigibax Dragonite. And Squawkabilly. Okay. Starmie. So we got to be careful with the energy we're playing. How are they accelerating energy? This is interesting. Melanie, I guess, is a way to accelerate energy. This is an interesting deck. Okay. Mawile's scary, but beatable. You do attach an energy to Suicune. There is a possibility we can KO this Suicune. Another Ting Lu. I mean, to be honest, there's no reason to get out. There's no reason to get out Hawlucha. So I guess we throw down Ting Lu. Let's Ultra Ball this way and this. I think I'm actually just going to research this hand, right? So let's get this Koraidon because I don't want it. We can Switch Cart into Ting Lu. Research. Ooh, we didn't even hit an energy. Gutsy Pickaxe, Ultra Ball, Gutsy Pickaxe. That hits an energy. For Koraidon, I guess. It's a little bit of a bummer. So I am going to play down Spiritomb so they can't draw with Suicune. And if they counter the stadium with like a collapsed stadium, I can get rid of Squawkabilly. And I'm actually going to Escape Rope now. Well, Starmie has Free Retreat. We'll just take a hit. We also don't have a way to draw cards. We're in a tight situation. We could boss up the Dragonites next turn. We're in a pretty tight situation here. We're not hitting a lot of our energies. We only have 3 energies in play, and we are 23 cards left in deck. And we have like 13 energies, which is insane. Cross Switcher. Going after the damage Ting Lu. This is fine with me. This still allows them to not conceal cards, and an early cross switcher is great. I mean, this one had energy on it, so I don't understand. I guess they hit for 220. I guess that makes sense. We do draw an energy, which is good. That means I can conceal cards that energy away. And draw one more. That means I can take this KO with Koraidon, which is what we are going to do. They can have Radiant Greninja for a turn. We can go Koraidon and just KO this Suicune V. Get us a couple prizes. If we find an energy off the prizes, we can Escape Rope Koraidon boss, but we don't. And KO the Starmie. Or the Squawkabilly. So, I mean, this might be a Koraidon deck. It's just the way the cards turned out. All of our Gutsy Pickaxes ended up attaching to Koraidon. I believe we've played all 4. So the only energy acceleration we do is Koraidon, which we might do next turn, depending on what our opponent does. We know they play Melanie, but they lost 2 of them, right? And they are down 2 Melanie. They do not have basic V abilities. They do have Greninja's ability, thankfully. But I don't think there's a way for them to attack with Dragonite unless they're playing Reversal Energy. But even then, we are tied at prizes, so there's no way for them to attack with Dragonite. There's no way to attack with Starmie unless they get Melanie here. And Starmie would do only 200 damage. It's only attached to our Pokemon, right? My Pokemon. All of your opponent's Pokemon, so they will only be doing 200, which isn't quite enough to KO Koraidon. And if I draw an energy, I can do Escape Rope play. If not, I think I will just attach to the Ting Lu on the bench. And boss up the Dragonite. Seems like the way to go. Our opponent's deciding what to do. I'm glad this match has gone longer than just a couple turns. It's a good thing. Most people just concede after Ting Lu. Oh, they just... I guess they conceded the long way. Yeah, we'll take another Trekking Shoes. We are going to do the You know what? Let's not take that. And Nest Ball. Okay. Nest Ball is good. That gets me another fresh Ting Lu. And you know what? There's absolutely no reason to do anything else besides Dino Cry to the bench Ting Lu. And next turn I can just take a KO because I have Boss's Orders in hand. I can thin out a couple of these Ultra Balls. Get rid of Ultra Ball and Gapejaw Bog. Get the Hawlucha out the deck. But I think our opponent has left the game. They've conceded the long way. But maybe, since I had to do that last turn, they might still be here. I don't think so, though. And we will go ahead and skip forward unless they do something. And eventually our opponent gave up, and they took their longest time they could. And we were able to boss the Squawkabilly for the end there. And that is another win with Ting Lu. But man, that's so annoying that they took their whole time just to do this. Lost box. Okay, we got a Ting Lu, which is good. We just got to figure out if we can get some energy going. We do want a Bravery Charm. Trekking Shoes, come on. Do we have a way to discard it? We don't, so we will put that into our hand. Play down Ting Lu, give him an energy. Give a Gutsy Pickaxe. We'll take it, another Gutsy Pickaxe. Squawkabilly is good. Let's do Bravery Charm, play Lake Acuity. Squawkabilly it is. And Squawk and Seas, I don't think we'll need Spiritomb. Ooh. End the turn. So next turn we can research and attach energy. And then hopefully we can get a Koraidon down to accelerate to our Ting Lus. And find a Hawlucha. To put some damage on these comfies to stop them from using their abilities. And I think we're set. They rely on a lot of abilities. There goes an Ordinary Rod, right? Is that what they are? I forget. I haven't seen that card in so long. Super Rod. I guess I'm used to playing with Ordinary Rods. Super Rod is the card. Lost Vacuum. Ooh, what are you going to get rid of? Lake Acuity or Bravery Charm? Okay, we'll take that. We have more Bravery Charms. We only have one Lake Acuity for the tankiness, which is fine. It does only have 3 cards on the Lost Zone, so they need to switch, find Cramorant to get a hit on Ting Lu. This is the Charizard version as well, so keep that in mind. They probably have Radiant Charizard. So if they have Radiant Charizard, then Gapejaw Bog is also going to do some work as well. Question is, do I switch card into the benched Ting Lu here? I think so, right? Where'd my mouse go? What is this? Yeah, we do switch card. They got rid of our research. Path to the Peak. Oh no. Now we definitely need to find Gapejaw Bog. Path to the Peak hurts our Cursed Land ability because we can't use it. And they pass, so they don't even have a chance to attack us. The Koraidon's good. Let's play that. Let's go ahead and attach the energy. And actually, I don't think I'm going to switch card this turn. We'll research. We do find Gapejaw Bog, which is great. And we also find Hawlucha, which is even better. So let's get rid of Nest Ball, Ultra Ball. So I could Escape Rope and get a KO here. If the Gutsy Pickaxe hits. Oh, the Hawlucha is prized! The one matchup, the Hawlucha be prized. Greninja. Alright, let's go ahead and Gutsy Pickaxe here. Dang it. So there's absolutely no reason to Escape Rope just yet. But there is a reason to play Gapejaw Bog so that we can get some energies down. And we can go ahead and Dino Cry. Attach to the active and attach to the bench Ting Lu. Next turn we're going to Escape Rope and hit Cramorant. Hopefully they're not playing more than one Path to the Peak. It's really a sad day when your Hawlucha is prized against Lost Box because you could have just ping, ping, ping. No abilities for you. But a bummer. Alas, they get more turns of flower selecting, which is really, really unfortunate. I guess I could have Escape Roped here and taken a KO. Maybe that was the correct play to do. No, because I had to Dino Cry to attach the energy. Just kidding. So I would not have gotten a KO. They get rid of another Lost Vacuum, which is very interesting, actually. I guess that must have been the chorus they got. Gapejaw Bog is good against this deck. Whatever they... Oh, they got rid of a temple. Tells me they might have another path to the peak. I don't know why they didn't bounce my stadium. Path to the peak is in the discard. 2 temple signals down, so they're down 3 stadiums. I hate that I have one thing in the lost zone because it always brings up my lost zone first, but I don't care about my lost zone. So maybe they have another thing in their hand. Nest Ball does bypass me, which is unfortunate. Escape Rope, I will actually let you hit the Koraidon. I prefer my Ting Lus to be fine, so we will take that. Basic Energy to Sableye. They have 7 cards in the Lost Zone, so they're quite a bit away. A Research is good. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball. Koraidon we do not want. Radiant Greninja becomes a liability. Let's just go ahead and Escape Rope. Pull up a Comfy. I do. Perfect. Okay, let's research. Pennies are really good here, so let's attach energy here. And we can go ahead and land scoop, take the KO, possibly get something off of this. Let's actually put the 20 on Comfy so they can't flower select. And maybe we get Hawlucha. Ooh, we get Hawlucha, yes! That means we're only going to get hit by 1 Cramorant. Hawlucha is going to come down and do some work for us. Penny's going to pick up either Koraidon or Squawk so that their easy prizes are gone. Actually, Koraidon is within KO range for Sableye, so they may be able to KO him this turn. However, they need 3 cards in the Lost Zone. An Iono. I'd hate to see them play the Iono. Another Pokegear. They're probably digging for Chorus. But if they don't get it, they're going to play the Iono, and I'm going to lose my Hawlucha, and we are down... How many Ultra Balls? 2? 2 Ultra Balls plus 1 going to the bottom with that Iono. So... it should be okay, because this Cramorant will hit us and we'll just KO it. Unfortunately, we're going to lose the energy in hand for the other Ting Lu. Switch carts are also good in this matchup because we can throw off some of that damage. So, maybe they do, maybe they don't do Iono. But we have a great Lost Block matchup and we're showing it now. We just had a little bit of a slow start. They are playing the Iono. We lose some really good cards in our hand though, which is super unfortunate. We still get an energy. We do get Switch Cart, which is good, and a Research, which I like. Switch Cart's good because I can heal the damage and KO Cramorant and put 20 damage on the other Cramorant so that the Cramorants are shut off. And then the only real threat is Sableye currently on the board. We also have a Stadium counter as well, which is good. So we'll see what our opponent does. They just spit. That's fine with us. Another Gapejaw Bog, so we're just going to attach. And we're going to use Switch Card here. Heal off some damage from that Ting Lu. And we're not going to use Research because I have Escape Rope, which is nice. And we're just going to Land Scoop, KO this Cram. 20 damage on the other Cram, so it does not have an ability anymore, which means it can't attack. I don't want prize number 6, I want prize number 5, Ultra Ball. Another Ting Lu. Don't necessarily need another Ting Lu. It doesn't hurt. I really wish I had the penny. I could have picked up Koraidon. Ultra Ball 2 would have been cool, but actually we don't really need Hawlucha just yet. Seems like they may have a boss here. Chorus's Experiment. That's not a boss. So that's fine. That'll put them at 9 cards in the Lost Zone. Ooh, this doesn't update. What if I click away from it? No, I'll have to reopen it. 9 cards in the Lost Zone. If I top deck boss, we can just KO Sableye right away. Nest Ball bypasses us. Ah, hate Nest Ball. That does give them a Comfy Flower Selector. They play an Escape Rope. We'll just go up with the other Ting Lu, of course. That does give them 10 cards in the Lost Zone. which means they may attack with Sableye this turn, which is fine. We can just KO it and put 20 damage on this Comfy. That's their 10th card. I'm sure they have an energy or a switchy card. They did just get rid of a switch card. So, I'm sure they have a way to switch here. I'm holding on to my Gapejaw Bog simply because I saw them play one path. And that terrifies me. This one path of the peak terrifies me. I could research, but we don't need to. Ooh, they get a fresh Cramorant. But it gets Gapejaw Bogged, meaning it loses its lost... What is it? Lost Provisions ability. Great for us. Cram cannot attack us. Do they not have a way to switch? I mean, come on, they have to. 2 Escape Ropes... 1 energy, 2 Escape Ropes, 1 energy, 1 switch card. They have to have a way to switch. There's no way they don't. They attached the energy last turn. I mean, we go up 3 prizes, so there's a Jet energy. Okay. I mean, you could have just attached it to the Comfy and retreated with it anyways. I think they could KO our Koraidon. They don't. They're just going to go straight for the Ting Lu, which is fine. They don't quite get the KO on it. Another basic energy is good to see. We're going to throw down a 3rd Ting Lu just in case. We're going to get Gapejaw Bogged on that one, but that's okay. And just a Land Scoop, KO in the Sableye, putting 20 damage on the other Comfy. So no more Flower Selects for you. Almost all their Pokemon have no abilities, which is great. We'll take prize number 4 this time. Another basic energy is good. I'm holding on to Gapejogs and Escape Ropes. Don't want to see another Path to the Peak him down. If it does, this Ting Lu will get KO'd, unfortunately. Another Chorus's Experiment. So, I think because we didn't get Ting Lu and Hawlucha down like turn 1 or turn 2, Lawson has a good chance to be able to still get to 10 cards. Now, they do... So the ideal thing for them is to get a Nest Ball to get the Charizard into play. They are down 2 Nest Balls. 3 Nest Balls, so they only have 1 Nest Ball left. Jet Energy and Roxanne go away. Roxanne me to 2 would hurt. There's another Sableye. Gets damage here with Gapejaw Bog. I keep wanting to say Gapejaw. An Escape Rope is fine. We just throw up another Ting Lu, of course. They're going to go in with Sableye, sure. They will be able to take a KO this turn. However, we need to penny up the Koraidon or this. I think the Koraidon, because Squawk doesn't have any damage on it. Unless they put damage on it now. So it may be correct to finally research. I don't think they're playing a second. Oh, we're definitely going to penny that Koraidon if we get a chance. Maybe we top deck penny, I don't know. Boss's orders doesn't really do us much. Let's go and do this. Let's research. Bravery Charm plus 50 HP does what? Jet 90. Nest Ball, there's the Hawlucha. Hawlucha doesn't really do much. Let's put the Bravery Charm on you. Let's Ultra Ball away these. Grab Hawlucha. 9 cards left in deck. One of those has to be a penny. And we take KO on the Sableye. But next turn we're not going to be able to penny though, which kind of sucks. 20 damage on a Comfy, doesn't matter. Prize number 2. Trekking Shoes. That could get us... Oh man, if we play Trekking Shoes, I can't play Research. Ah, what a bummer. I'm glad I thinned out those cards, though. If I play Trekking Shoes, though, I don't get a chance to... You know, they haven't even played a Boss's Orders. And they are down 1 Super Rod. And we're both pretty low in deck count. Oh, my eye's killing me. This might come down to the wire. A Nest Ball. Ooh, does that get them to Charizard? It does. Good thing we played the Bravery Charm. Because, wow. They could have a Boss's Orders and KO either Koraidon, Squawkabilly, Ting Lu on the bench. They play an Escape Rope. That means we give them Koraidon. Charizard does come in and take this KO. They go down to 2 prizes remaining. They could also have a boss. Penny is going to be crucial here. The question is, are we going to top deck Penny off of Trekking Shoes and Research? How many Ionos do I have left? Oh, they have a boss. That's going to go for the other Ting Lu. It is. So Penny is really, really necessary. We should have plenty of Ionos left. I should have checked what was in the deck when I was thinning. They're going to Super Rod back in. Let's see, they have 2 Sableyes and 2 Psychic Energy. I'll check their stuff after. They put back in 1 Sableye, 1 Psychic Energy, and that's it. Then they put back 2. That's fine. Let's go Ting Lu. An Iono. Let's play that. Let's Trekking Shoes. See if we can find Penny. We'll take that. Trekking Shoes again. Yep, we'll take that too. Gutsy Pickaxe. Ultra Ball. Bummer. We can Iono them to 2 though. What's left? Switch Cart, 2 energies, an Iono, and a Penny. We can Iono them to 2. Hopefully they don't get what they need. We do get Penny, which is great. And then we can Land Scoop. Hit this Radiant Charizard for a little bit. Put some more damage on another Comfy. And next turn we should win. If the Iono worked, we should win. They need a way to switch. An Escape Rope would win them the game. Right? 1, 2, 3. They are down all 4 Escape Ropes. Okay. A Boss's Orders may also win them the game too, but they would need switching carts and things like that. They don't have any more Escape Rope, which is good. Magma Basin. So they did have another Stadium. 1 switching carts down. They are down 2 Jet Energies. So I'd imagine, ooh, there's a Sableye. They 1 card hand, basic energy, and they can't retreat, and that's game for us. Whew. We barely snuck by that one. That was actually a closer matchup than I thought against Lost Box, but wow. Working on that Comfy, we get 2 KOs here, our last 2 prizes. And that came down to the wire, I'm not going to lie, but thankfully we had Penny, so we could have picked that Penny up anyways. I mean, the Koraidon up this turn, and we would have been fine. So, it all worked out in the end. Ting Lu beats a Lost Box, and we finally got a full match, which is great. Well, there you have it, folks. I promise you, I tried to get as many matches as I could. As a matter of fact, every match that I played, I recorded, and it's in this video with Ting Lu. I promise you that is what has happened. But everybody concedes. A lot of people concede. We did get a good match against Lost Zone, which is actually pretty cool that you got to see the full match there, and it did come down to the wire. But thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the Ting Lu deck. If you did, go ahead and leave a like on the video. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 500, and it would help me out a lot, and I would appreciate you a ton. But anyways, we'll see you next time on Crashblade Gaming.